Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers coming to you from
Central Florida, the Villages.
That's right. We're the world's largest retirement community. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And we're right here about 60 miles north of Orlando. Getting bigger all the time. We're going to be down there soon.
It is getting quite big here.
Yeah. We're going to be able to take our golf carts to Orlando. That'll be fun. Right into Disney World. Won't that be great?
That'll be a blast.
Well, we're so glad you can join us today. We think we have a great show. Like we say every week, we always think we have a great show.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good show. On today's show, who determines who's at fault when there's a crash on the multimodal path?
And why are homes so popular between the sixes?
Can you share a lifestyle preview? Now, by share, they mean two couples. Could they get together and share the expenses for a lifestyle preview?
Has a developer outlawed sirens?
A new bubble wrap?
If you live in Sumter County in the Villages, there's a special service that comes to you for free, and it could save your life. That's on this edition of Bubble Wrap.
And a whole lot more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
Well, it's been business as usual around here. I've been in the doghouse ever since Wednesday. But I'm slowly working my way out of it. And everything's good. But we did go shopping for groceries. And I tell you what, I want to be a public spokesperson for the consumer because it's getting rough out there. We've gone to, of course, our go-to is Walmart, and I'm not talking about Walmart. But we went to two other very popular stores. And for example, a jar of mayonnaise, $9. Then they run a buy one, get one free. So they say, well, it's only $4.50. But every other day, that jar of mayonnaise is $9. And the same thing for bacon. It was over $10 for one pack of bacon.
Seriously?
But they had a BOGO, so you get 2 for $10 today. But what about the other days when you don't get 10?
Rip off.
That all rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
So we're very selective when we go to those stores. We go in and get what we think is a good deal. Today, for example,
We got a hamburger. It was $3.99 a pound.
ground chuck.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal. Where they get you is when you go in there for that ground chuck, but you also pick up your potato chips. 8-ounce bag for $5. That's a little bag. That's not a very big bag. And you know it's 90% air anyway.
It's so good.
You know, it's not being a cheapskate to talk about prices like this. I think we're like that frog in the boiling water. They put him in a beaker of water and they turn up the heat gradually and he burns to death because he doesn't even know he's being cooked.
Doesn't even know.
We don't even know we're being cooked.
Being cooked.
The sizes go down on things like the ice cream at those two stores we were talking about. 48 ounces, $6.99. Buy one, get one free. They're only $3.50. Well, that's what they should be every day.
I know.
Don't you think?
I think so.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I know y'all think I'm a cheapskate, but I'm just observant. And if we don't ever say something, what's going to,
It won't change.
it's not going to change.
Not gonna change.
Anyway, but we did go shopping, and we were in Walmart, and I said to Linda, hey, I want to get some bologna because we're out of bologna. And you know what she said to me? We don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, no.
Bologna is good.
We don't do that anymore. You know, I think it was after you had said something to me because I said, oh, I'd like to get that. And you said, we don't need any. So I thought, okay, next time you say you
like
want.
what?
I can't remember.
Cilantro or cumin? Yeah. Like cumin, they have little jars and they're like $8.
Yeah, spices are expensive. They really are.
Well, what do we mean more, cumin or bologna? Now, come on. Let us know in the comments.
All right. It's hard to take him shopping grocery.
Well,
better by myself, just grabbing what I want. When I go with him,
I should do a show on shopping because you get bread. We get the bread, and they put the date on it, on the dark part of the package.
Yeah.
So you can't see it. You're holding up to the light. You're doing this. You're looking for your glasses. You're looking for a magnifier. Why don't they put that somewhere easy to read?
And bigger. Why is it so small?
I don't like that at all.
I know.
But speaking of shoppers, She told me a story. I hurt my thumb. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
I hurt my thumb. I cut it with I cut it with this thing right here. We were here cutting out name tags for our cruise. A razor knife.
I did.
I bled like a stuck pig.
Razored his thumb.
But
All for y'all.
she told me she's a copycat shopper.
I came home and I said, Jerry, well, he wasn't there with this particular time at the grocery, and I had to get a few things. He's out in the cart waiting for me, and I came back. I said, well, I did something I don't want to do, but I did it anyway because I just did it. It was called a copycat shopper. This man and woman were in the store, and she was getting things, he was getting things. They were meeting up in the middle. We kind of do that sometimes too. But he yells, go get the spices, go get this, go get the seasoned salt or garlic salt. So she runs over and gets the garlic salt, and he yells, Lowry's. And I thought, Lowry's seasoned salt. Okay, or seasoned garlic salt. So here I was looking at my cart, and I thought, what is this garlic salt from Lowry's? I can't even say it. So I went over and I grabbed the same jar she had, and I looked at it and said, oh, if it's good for them, it's good for me. So I stuck it in my cart.
She's that way. And when she sees an infomercial, look out. We got to have it, especially if it's about health conscious, if it's about a certain vitamin or something you take.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be good for your body. You're going to do this. Oh, I'm a sucker for those commercials. And it's all baloney.
It's all baloney. Hey, how about the price of eggs? Eggs are going through the roof.
Yeah, I bought 18 eggs the other day, and it was over $6, almost $8. It was horrible. I went, are you kidding?
And you know the sad part about it, those chickens aren't getting a raise. They don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
They just keep cranking out those eggs.
Well, there's a problem though. There's this bird flu going on, and they had the whole section
Sure
of
there
eggs
is.
wiped out.
Sure
Yes.
there is.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it has started to affect the cows and the milk. So we got to watch out for that, Jerry.
Yeah, we do.
And so that means milk prices.
So the bird
are
flu is affecting the cows?
Yep, because they eat the grass where the infected birds doo-doo on, and the cows eat that infected doo-doo, and guess what? Now we have bad milk. Everything's happening. It's just crazy right now. It's concerning. Our milk prices are going to go up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's the most helpful wife in the world. You all know she's good as gold. One day she took a notion that she wanted to clean up my garage.
I did.
You know, with all my tools and nuts and bolts and screws, and she's been tool sorting. She loves to do that. She loves to look at them and put them here and put them there and put them here and put them there.
That makes me happier than anything in the world, really, believe it or not, is to sort stuff. I love sorting. I love it. It's a passion. And
Next time you want to go shopping, I'm going to say, hey, why don't you go sort some things in the garage instead? It makes you happier than anything in the world.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. I do. Anything in the world.
But really, what a great job. And
I spent a week and a half now. It's almost 2 weeks now going on.
I don't know if I'll be able to find anything, but that was nice.
Every screw, every nut, every bolt, every pencil, every
everything.
hammer, every single thing is put in a place. And, I like it.
Thanks to everybody that watched our show Saturday. We had a short show that featured our golf cart. People have been asking and wanting to see it, and we love it. We're new to the electric golf cart world, but we got an easy go Liberty, and we love it. We love it so far.
Yeah, smooth.
That's right.
Smooth.
We have a viewer video to show you right now, and take it away.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is Tiffany and
Mike, hello.
And we will be moving on February 1st to Fenny. So and we have plans to go to Bluefin as our first restaurant of moving there. What was the first restaurant you guys went to? And is it still around? Do you still go there? I guess we'll see you when we get there.
What was the first restaurant that we went to when we moved to the Villages? Well, we ate bologna sandwiches in our golf cart.
That's the first place.
This is the bologniest show ever.
All bologna.
I'll bet you the first restaurant that we went to was probably McDonald's. Because we were moving in, we had to be fast, it could have been. But I think you're talking about what other restaurants. So what do you think?
I think we ate at Bob Evans.
Bob Evans, because it's close here. It's
It
not
was
far
real
away.
close to us, yeah.
But we haven't eaten there since, I don't think. I remember eating at Sonny's Barbecue. Do you remember that?
I do remember that too.
And we ate Sonny's Barbecue, and I know we ate
2J's? 2J's?
2J's. We did eat at 2J's. We don't eat at those anymore much, not for any particular reason.
Sometimes we do, yeah.
Rarely, but our go-tos are bluefin and red sauce.
Fiesta Grand.
Fiesta Grand has been our go-to lately because it's close. We can take our golf cart.
And the Taco Tuesday, it's amazing.
Taco Tuesday. And we love Oakwood Smokehouse, but you can't take your golf cart there. It's over on 441. There's also one on 301, and there's one on Highway 27 in Leesburg. But we love it. We love it. Monday through Thursday. Will is the manager over there, and they serve a full rack of ribs, a bona fide full set of ribs with 2 sides for $16 or in that neighborhood.
Yes.
Good deal. We love it, don't we?
We've not been there in a while.
When we have guests from out of town, that's probably the first place we take them.
That's where we take them.
But we have to get in the car and go there. So.
Yeah, we do.
So those are choices. So I hope that helped you, and we'll see you when you get here. Our first question. This is from Jim and Jennifer. They're from the Marshall Islands. Well, appreciate you watching. We're trying to work out a budget for when we retire, and I was curious if you had golf car insurance on both vehicles. And they want us to share the cost. We do. Now, for the first, basically, 6 years we lived here, we only had liability because we had older carts. We had a 16 and a 16, then we have a 16 and a 17. So we had liability only. I wanted to be able to take care of anybody else if we crashed into them.
Right.
But now we have this new cart, so we wanted to make sure we were covered, and I reported that to the insurance company, and they sent me a little adjustment in the bill. The bill for 2 carts was $112 liability, and then when I added this new one, we added comp, right? So, we would replace our own cart as well if we had damaged, and they raised it $60, so it's about $170. And we pay that once a year to cover both of our golf carts. And by the way, we are looking colorful, aren't we,
Well,
tonight?
colorful. We're kind of bright.
I have not worn this shirt maybe one time in years. So I saw it hanging there, and I thought, I might as well wear that shirt.
And what's so funny
It's long sleeve.
is I was in the store today, and I was thinking about getting you more of these shirts. It's got that little, it's like those camp shirts, with
You can fish in them. They're
the
like
fishing
fishing
shirts are called. And I thought, you know what? I'd like to get him another one of those shirts.
I might take this on the cruise. What do you think?
I was thinking about you packing, and here you
Okay.
go and wear it. And I thought we were thinking alike. This next question is from Chris and Lance. If you don't mind, could you share how you organize and plan all your activities? I know the Vilages newspaper is a tremendous resource, but how else do you find out what is happening and plan your weeks? I find the app confusing at times. Also, do you set goals for trying new activities? Thank you for sharing so much of your lives with us. Yes, the newspaper, the Rec News, is fabulous. It tells you exactly what's happening in all the recs throughout that week. And it usually comes on a Thursday. Thank you, dear. And you're a personal hairdresser. And so I know when I first got here, I started doing stretching. I did walk off pounds, and I found out which rec centers, and I would go to those. And I liked them, and I didn't really experiment too much or go too many places because I kept going back to those places. So yeah, I don't really go out of my way to try new things because I really enjoy the old things I did.
That's right. It's like me going to a restaurant.
Yeah.
I very seldom stray from
Yeah.
the things I love.
Yeah. Do you know when I first got here, I thought, oh, I'm going to learn to knit. I'm going to learn to do more on my computer, take a computer class. Oh, I'm going to go learn how to quilt. Oh, I'd like to do it. You wanted to do a clay class, learn how to do clay.
Little sculpture.
Sculpting and stuff. But
Like on Ghost.
Yeah, but we haven't really branched out. We need to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to take a painting class or more than one. I mean, I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I want to do.
Yeah, it's word of mouth too, because now we have people that are doing that cardio drumming. I've learned how to do the water aerobics. I have a neighbor that was taking it, so I started going with her. So it's word of mouth too in your neighborhood. There's, they'll say, hey, why don't you try to go do this with us? So, yeah.
But honestly, with our show,
Yeah.
we get to do a lot of these things kind of vicariously because we're seeing it, we're reporting on it,
Yeah.
we're enjoying it even though we're not participating, but we're kind of building the bank in here that someday when we hang up the old microphones,
Yeah,
we'll
go
get
back
out
and
there.
get really involved in the yoga classes again, and line dancing. I would love to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing beats this blog for me though, because we get to meet so many cool people and do so many neat things. It's opened a lot of doors for us, and,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
love it. So
Yeah.
when that runs out, we'll get busy. And I don't know how long we'll do the blog. You know, that's probably a question for another time.
As long as
we
you're all
won't do it
watching.
forever. Well, will we?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, we shall
I'll
see.
bring my walker in here. Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry.
Are you the newcomers? We're old timers.
We're the old timers.
We're the old timers doing it for the newcomers. All right. All right, number 3.
Here's another one from Jim and Jennifer in the Marshall Islands. If there's a golf car accident on a golf path with no injuries, just vehicle damage, what's the process for taking care of the damages? Well, we've already decided that you're going to get insurance, right, on your golf cart, especially if you have a good, nice new golf cart. I didn't know the answer to that. Let's say you're coming around the multimodal trail and somebody's looking over there at the turtle or whatever, and you all clip bumpers or you hit head on or whatever it is. What happens? Well, you can call the police. Even though that is not on a roadway, you can call the police. I called the police myself and asked them that question, and they are so good. The Sumter County Sheriff and his people are good as gold. We totally support them and hope you do too. And of course, we have Marion and Lake counties here with good sheriff's departments and
Right.
police. Fruitland Park is here too. But they said you call them and they'll come out. That's funny. On topic but off topic, we have a friend that just got in a car accident and there was damage, but he didn't call the police. And once they left the scene, you know, it was kind of hard to prove who did what and
Yeah.
whose insurance should take care of it and all that. I think it's best to get, you know, a professional in there that kind of writes a report up, and especially if you're not at fault, because otherwise it may look like you are later. But the police will come, and they said even on a golf course, you know, there was an incident here where people got in a fight on a golf course. And they will come in and they can press charges and do all that sort of thing. So anytime you need the cops, whatever you need them for, just give them a call and they can come.
This next question is from Rosie Red. Is your newspaper thrown into your driveway or placed on your porch? Well, it is thrown into your driveway, and I've been really noticing where mine is located when I go out, and I've gone out in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes it's there at 2:30, because I have to get up, go to the bathroom, so I go, oh, might as well get the newspaper while I'm up. So I go get it, and it's right smack in the middle of my driveway. I love that. It's perfect. It doesn't get watered from the sprinkler system if our sprinkler happens to get over into the driveway. So it's perfect right in the middle of the driveway.
That's funny. I've never seen the paper in the driveway.
Nope, because you're not up that early.
I don't get up at 5 a.m. and go out and get the newspaper.
Although I have noticed our across the street neighbor, theirs was way over by the side, almost in the grass. And I thought, oop, that person they missed their spot.
Huh.
Yeah, there's almost in the grass. And that
They
was
come by in a
unusual.
car. They deliver it from a car and throw it out the car window. So we're probably in a good spot where
Yeah.
they like to throw it.
Yeah, yeah. They go down this way, and then they turn around, and then they go back do the other side.
Our newspaper, while we're talking on newspaper, your subscriptions due. I've never read the newspaper here.
It is. It's gone up. When we first got here, it was like $80, $85. I think it's up to $110 now.
$110.
Yeah. Oopsie. But I read every title of every article to see if I want to read it, and I read a lot of them. I read quite a bit of the newspaper.
You know who else reads the newspaper?
Who?
Peter Bernard.
Yeah.
It's time for bubble wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. On this edition of Bubble Wrap, I'm going to introduce you to Smart 911. If you live in Sumter County in the Villages, you already have it available. And the best thing about it is, it's free. It takes only a few minutes to sign up for Smart 911. You can go online or download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. You can protect your info with a PIN, and then from there you can add as much information you're comfortable sharing. Your address. You can choose who you want to share this with. Public safety, 911. Filling out as much information as you can lets first responders know about your medical conditions, and there are many categories to choose from. Your emergency contacts, just who is in your household, your spouse, your pets. I entered my cats and their names. Who are your emergency contacts? Your vehicles. The idea is to provide as much as possible ahead of time instead of when you're in a panic. And when you dial 911, the dispatcher may ask you what your house looks like. But with Smart 911, that information pops up on the dispatcher's computer, saving time to get EMS, police, or fire to the location of the emergency faster. So here's how to sign up in Sumter County. Go to www.smart911.com and fill out the information. You can put as little or as much as you want. If you're concerned about privacy, just give them the minimal amount. I'm Peter Bernard, and that is this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. That can be extremely helpful. When minutes count, they know where you are, they know what your medicines are, they can know your pets, hey, there's a dog in there, there's a cat in there, whatever. So another great service. Right. They think of a lot of things here that we didn't have back in Indiana.
Yeah.
So thank you, Peter, much appreciated.
Good job.
It's time for Pet of the Week.
Hey, Jerry and Linda. This is Kathleen from Georgia. My husband and I have several acres of woods in Georgia, and these are my pets since all of my dogs have passed away. We feed several of these deer twice a day. Some have broken legs, injuries, very friendly. They play with each other a lot. And we had several babies this year. They're very fun to watch. They lay out in our yard like dogs. And they don't disturb anything. They just wait for their corn. Then they go back in the woods and lay down. They're a lot of fun. I enjoy them. Hopefully I can talk my husband into seeing you when we get there.
What a great video of the deer in your backyard. My sister has deer that jump her fence and come into her backyard. But you know what? We do miss the woods, don't we?
That's the one thing that I miss the most about Southern Indiana.
Yeah.
The farm and the woods, and especially I saw a video recently of a gentle snowfall.
Yeah.
I used to go out there and walk through those woods in rain or snow and just love being out there because we had 85 acres.
Oh, sometimes you would see 20, 25
Yeah, we
deer
saw a lot of
in a
things.
group.
But that's beautiful and brought back a lot of memories. Thank you for sending that in.
Yeah.
Remember, send in your pet of the week. I know those, weren't really pets, but I'll bet, just like her sister, that those are her babies.
Her babies.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you.
Let's go from that to Ask Amy.
Hey, Jerry and Linda. Today I wanted to focus on some of the commonly used terms for beneficiaries. So we like beneficiaries. Beneficiaries are good because if you have beneficiaries listed on accounts, then it will prevent that asset going through probate when you pass away. So depending on the institution that you're dealing with will dictate how many beneficiaries you can put on that account. So each institution, they have their own policies and procedures on how many and who can be named, but commonly used terms that mean the same thing as beneficiaries is pay on death, P-O-D. Pay on your death to who? You name those people on the account, and then they show a death certificate after you pass away, fill out the paperwork, and then that asset will become theirs, or they'll write a check or whatever type of asset it is. Another common one is TOD, transfer on death, and the last one is in trust for. Again, we like all of these because it keeps assets out of probate. Now, depending on the type of estate plan you have, will dictate whether you list your people as beneficiaries, your charities as beneficiaries, or maybe your revocable trust. Thank you, Jerry and Linda. Back to you.
Audra, thank you so much. A nice setting for your Ask Amy out there in the outdoors.
Right.
Beautiful.
Right.
And thanks for the good information. We always appreciate you and all the people at Pittman Law Office.
That's right.
We got an update on the Costco from Margaret.
Oh, okay.
Margaret Stein sent in these pictures of the construction going on. It's a little ways from here, not too far. It would take about 20 minutes by golf cart to get to the Costco.
Yeah.
And we won't have to drive all the way to Claremont.
Right.
Or is it Claremont or, Claremont's where we go now.
Yes.
When we go.
Yeah.
Well, we always have to worry before we got that electric refrigerator about the food going bad. So it's good because you get stuck on that turnpike. You can be on that turnpike for hours. Oh, good. But thank you, Margaret, for sending that. Remember, all you people can be part of our team.
Yes.
And if you see something happening, like today, I got a video. I'm not going to show you today's show, but I'll show you next week, of a golf cart that caught on fire. And they sent us 4 pictures of it.
Wow.
And, if you see something interesting, maybe it's a flock of pelicans, which we've been getting a lot of pictures of those because
Yes.
people know I love those pelicans.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it is. Maybe it's a rocket launch from Cape
Oh,
Canaveral.
yes.
Or a traffic jam, or 2 old guys beating each other up with golf clubs. Whatever you get.
Or a great alligator.
Yeah, a big alligator
viewing,
moseying down your
sure.
neighborhood. Sure.
I know.
Send those to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com. If there's big files, you can send those too through WeTransfer or Dropbox. We'll take it all. Thank you so much.
This next question is from Doug. I was wondering, how do you charge your new electric cart? Do you need a special charger? Can you just plug it into a regular outlet? Well, we do charge it every time we come back from using it, and it's very simple. It's in the wall. It's a regular outlet, and it has one cord, and you plug it into the wall. Then you take it to your cart and plug it in, and it's in our cart. It's in the back because we have 4 seats, so it's in the back part of the golf cart. And it's very easy, super easy.
It's just a one long extension
Yeah.
cord, and it has some sort of fuse or something in one end of it, but it's just a regular plug. It goes in the wall, and another plug that goes into the golf cart. It's 110,
Yeah.
like she said.
It does have a lift-up cover.
Yeah, the golf cart has a little lift-up flap. You see it, put it in
plug
there.
does.
And very easy peasy. Today we went on a pretty long trip,
We did.
and we got back and it had used 40% of the battery, so we were still at 60%.
Yeah. This next question is from Dan. Is it true that the family that makes all the decisions for the residents will not allow ambulances to use their sirens? If so, isn't that interfering with the health care of the residents? Well, I think they do have the sirens. When they're on the main paths or the main roads, the big roads, they definitely will have the sirens going. The only time they stop a siren is when they come into your immediate neighborhood.
Let's put a hold on that for a minute and listen to this video question from Tacey.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. My name is Tacey. I'm visiting here from Kansas City. My parents are renting here up in Spanish Springs. And one of the questions we had was, we hear sirens very often and see the fire truck and ambulance go by often. We have the hospital up here in the Spanish Springs area, but it seems like every day is at least 2 or 3 calls. And we understand that we're in a retirement community and it's, expected. But we wonder if you know the typical amount of calls that emergency services gets here. And I got my Jerry and Linda t-shirt. I'm here looking out for you guys whenever we're out on the carts. So take care.
So there you've heard both questions.
Yeah.
One has the governing family of the Villages, the Morse family, have they outlawed sirens in the neighborhoods? And Tacey said she hears them going down, up and down the main drag, which are, they're Morse Boulevard and Buena Vista. Those are the 2 north-south main drags. She said she hears it all the time.
Yeah.
I called the emergency services and the fire department and I talked to them. They said there absolutely, positively has been no directives from any family about sirens. I've heard this 3 or 4 times that people think that.
Oh.
Because that's how rumors get started.
Yeah.
But no, it's not true. They use the siren anytime they need it, any place they need it. He told me that generally once they turn off of the main drags into our neighborhoods, there's no traffic.
Right.
So they don't need a siren, they switch it off.
Right.
He said especially after midnight, they don't want to wake up people.
Yes.
So they don't use it unless they need to, but they told me if they needed to,
They would use it.
they would definitely use the alarm, the siren.
There you go.
Larry is in Independence, Oregon, and he had a question for us. Said they're coming for the first lifestyle visit in March. Why is it that homes between the sixes are so popular? Many of them are more expensive than the new homes in the southern end of the Villages, it seems. Good observation, Larry. It's true that some of them are more expensive and some are not. But remember, just like I just told you about the two north-south main roads, Morse and Buena Vista, there are two that go east and west called 466 and 466A. Right. And those are the sixes, the 466, 466A. And in there you've got Hemingway, you've got Caroline, you've got a whole slew of villages there.
Well, he may have been thinking also too that there's Bridgeport, and that seems like very expensive.
Bridgeport's
It's
a
very
great
expensive
neighborhood.
Very nice, very nice. Homes.
Lakeshore Cottages. Gosh, I'm having a mental block here at trying to think of some, but there are so many Hadley, like I said, and they're nice homes, and they've been built in the last 20 years or so, and so they're popular. They're fairly well up to date, and they have the mature landscaping. That makes it.
And they probably had upgrades too in their homes. They've been here long enough to do upgrades of their homes. They've got, the crown molding, the solars and panels, the solar tubes, plantation shutters, a lot of upgrades. So that's why they could be more expensive.
Yeah. And our home really falls into that category too. We're not between the sixes, but we're just below. And we're still north of 44. It probably encompasses all that down to 44. And like she said, you've got your big palm trees, and you've got your things like mini splits, your lanai is glassed in.
Yeah.
You have your painted driveways, things that you don't get in a brand new home.
Yes.
They've been done. And those add up to a lot of money, and people try to recoup that. And plus you're close to the things that Linda loves so much.
Sure.
Your shopping and your restaurants.
Everything
and they're already
really
built.
close.
The infrastructure's all there.
Infrastructure's here.
And she loves that. So that's why they command a good price, and people move in and they're ready to go.
Convenience.
Time for that word jumble. Now last week, the answer was electric golf carts. So many of you got that. That was easy. Some of you said, oh, you're slipping, man. That's too easy. The clue was quiet and no fumes. So you can see why so many people got that. Today's clue is, it's not welfare. If you get the answer, don't tell us the answer. Just let us know you got it. Kind of fun. Some of you are so daggone witty. I love it.
It's time for Sweet and Salty. I'll take the sweet, and the sweet is from our sweet friend Cheryl Mercer Campbell. And she says, we love your videos. We are living vicariously through the two of you until we get there.
Yeah, they went on our last cruise, and they're going on our next cruise. So yeah, it'd be good to see them again.
Thank you. We enjoy doing our shows for you, and we're glad that you're living through us until you get here.
Here's somebody that we're not going to invite to our next cruise.
No.
This is Jane.
Oh.
And Jane says, she really says this.
It's ouchy.
Yeah. These two have made my thoughts of moving to the Villages a big no. You don't believe cars should be parked in the driveway, and now about your smoking question, and that Karen said they should move? You two need to move. I'm not a smoker, but you two act like you own the Villages and the thoughts. Shame on you. Hey, we're just telling you what we think. Nobody has to agree with us. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I said that about the driveways because you make a huge investment in your home, and you've got the landscaping, and maybe you do some, hardscaping out front, and you put a flagpole in, and like in our case, we had our house painted, and then somebody wants to put a 1968 Corvair out front. of their house, and you come down the street and you see that, and you know, I don't like it. I can't tell them not to, but I mean,
Excuse me.
bless you. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, that's not one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we tell you what we like, what we don't like.
And as far as smoking, we very seldom see people smoking here. I can't even count on one hand how many times I have seen a smoker.
But today,
What? Where were we? We were driving somewhere in our golf cart, and I went, oh my gosh, I smell marijuana. And don't ask me how I know what marijuana smells like, but I remember college. Oh my gosh, it's got a pungent smell. And I smelled it. We were in the golf cart. I don't know who these people were that had it, but I smelled it.
2 different times.
I know. Woo, woo.
Personally, I didn't smell it.
I did.
But
I sure did.
she's like a beagle. You know, she smelled it out.
But I mean, if a person's in their lanai and then you're out in the lanai, I guess you'll have to come inside. If you're outside and you can smell someone else smoking, you'll have to go inside. And you know what? Moving because of that, that's probably extreme.
I don't know. I would.
There you go.
If something happened that made me really dislike my home or my neighbor or my neighborhood, why not move? Life is too short to live somewhere where you're fretting every day.
Where you're fretting, are they gonna be smoking? Are they gonna? Or even if you have a yapping dog next door.
Yeah.
That's a problem for some people too. So.
No, we don't act like we own the Villages. We just tell you what we think. You don't have to agree, but
yeah.
Most people do agree with us.
Why do people move? There are reasons why some people move. Okay.
And it's time for Out and About.
We went to Belglade Country Club. That's really close to our home. We had a really nice experience with a bunch of golfers where there's about 12 of us that went and ate at Belglade, and we had a really nice lunch. I can't remember what I had. Oh, I had a wedge salad. Usually Jerry gets a wedge salad.
Yeah, I like wedge salads. Your wedge salad had corn on it.
I had a different kind. It was kind of like a Western wedge salad, and it had some black beans on it with some kind of not Italian, a Western type salad dressing. It was delicious.
We're showing you some of the meals that people had. We were in a group of 12. We went there after playing golf.
Yeah.
And most people like their food. I liked mine. I had a Philly cheesesteak, and I ordered it with coleslaw. The coleslaw was spot on. The Philly cheesesteak was delicious.
You know, you did comment, though, about the Philly cheesesteak that he wanted juice. I said, well, now you're combining 2 meals, the French dip or the Philly cheesesteak.
Can I not have a little au jus?
You wanted 2 different
$16.99. And basically, it was a hot dog bun with some peppers and onions, which good, and a generous portion of sliced roast beef and some kind of cheese on there.
Yeah, but it was more than a hot dog bun. It was more like a sub bun.
No.
Really?
No. It was just a regular hot dog bun. That would be my criticism. Put that sucker on a bona fide certified bun. Yeah, sub-size bun. It was on a hot dog bun, really.
I'll have to look at
that's
that
what
picture.
I think, anyway. That's what I'm saying. But the taste was delicious. I think a little au jus would have made it better, but she said, then you're disqualifying yourself from the Philly cheesesteak. It'd be a French dip. And I did not want to get disqualified, so I didn't even ask him for it. It's a little dry without the, but still delicious. So.
Still delicious.
And everybody seemed to like their food.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful view. You're not going to beat that view.
It was so nice.
Very, very nice. So that's Out and About at Belglade. That's one of the many country clubs owned by FMK, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think you'll probably like it, especially if you get the au jus. Bill for 2 was a little over $40.
That's because you get a iced tea or something. And
I did get one iced tea.
Clear. That's a $4 upcharge on your meal. So I always go water. Wherever I am, it's going to be water because it's free.
But I got unsweet tea.
Yeah, you're moving on up, Jerry.
I'm trying, man. Trying.
He's trying.
I'm trying to get closer to this table. You know?
There. Well, okay. Yep. It's time for shout outs.
And now it's time for Jerry and Linda's shout-outs.
We have so many friends to thank for our channel. There's so many pictures you're sending in. We certainly love that. And you know, I got stopped at Bargains and Blessings about 10 times this week.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. I enjoy talking to you. And you know, I talk to the people that manage the store, and I said, I'm sorry I stand and talk around sometimes. And they say, no, the more you bring in, the more they're going to shop. So they know you're working there, they're going to come visit you. And I said, it's fun. It's really enjoyable.
And how many things did you bring home this week?
I did. I brought home 3 purses, a backpack, and a lamp.
We're trying to give this stuff away. She keeps coming
Every time
back.
I go, I take a load from my car, and then I bring home a load.
It's good. If it makes her happy, that's all that
It does make
matters.
me happy.
Now we have a personal shout out. We don't ordinarily do this, but once in a while we'll turn soft and do it. Dina Stefanelli.
I was going to try that, Stefanelli.
Dina Stefanelli.
There you go. I love that. Hi, my grandparents live in Jersey and watch you guys every episode. They consider you guys friends of theirs. Anyway, next episode, you guys can give them a shout out. Their names are
Rob and Janice.
Hi, Rob. Hi, Janice.
I was going to say no, Dina. We don't do that.
No,
We
Dina,
can't
we
do
don't
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Huge fans, and we appreciate them watching.
Yeah, and all the friends of our channel. You guys are so great. Like I said, this is our hobby. This is what we do. You make it possible for us to have the time of our lives here. And
well, you know, we do this channel because we love the Villages. We love what they have done for so many people, and the amenities, the things we get to do, and what we don't do, and what we want to do. And there's so many opportunities for us to grow through the academy, the Richmond Academy, the theater, the arts. There is so much to do. There's not enough hours in the day and how many days in the week. And we just enjoy that, and we want to share it.
And don't forget, you can use WeTransfer or Dropbox if you have to send us a bigger file. You know, you can't use email, but we'd love to get it. And thanks again. You guys are great.
If you like our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share with all your friends, relatives, neighbors, and everybody you know. Until next time.
See you when you get here.